Good morning, everyone. My name is Adam. Welcome to another P3D video, and this week we've got another week's worth of flying. Only 5 flights. I've actually changed my contract type. We were on the contract of where I had to do 10 flights, and I actually struggled to do that. So I've renegotiated my contract to only have to fly 5 hours worth of flights now. It means we will take a pay hit, but at least I'll be able to actually complete this. Each flight only roughly lasts an hour, so that's 5 hours here at least worth of flying. We're in Calgary International Airport, and our first flight will be taking off from Calgary, going to Saskatoon. Then from Saskatoon we come back to Calgary, and then we fly out again to Saskatoon and come back to Calgary, and then fly out from Calgary to Edmonton and back to Calgary. Now I'll probably record like either leaving a Calgary or arriving at Calgary, but they kind of repeat here, so I won't be doing all of them. But you'll definitely see 2 or 3 flights here where we do more on the ground than we do in the air, because we've never flown to these airports before. Yeah, let's set the first one up by getting the dispatch done. I use SimBrief for my dispatching needs. Let's see if there's anybody on FLIGHTSIM, and probably not, to be honest. So nobody's at Calgary. In fact, there's nobody in the area, so little point being on FLIGHTSIM, I suppose. So here is our flight. We're not taking passengers. So the time is actually, we'll say we're taking off at 10:55. So this flight is only an hour and 45 minutes. Very quick flight. That's everything. We'll generate that. I will go on FLIGHTSIM just in case people do join in. We're not actually flying real time to what it is in Canada right now, but we will do in the next video. So we'll just file that on FLIGHTSIM. That's that done, and yeah, that is it. Okay, so here we are, first flight of the day. Calgary we're in. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's actually about 5 to 11. No, 5 to 11 is the time we're due to take off. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, weather looks kind of clear, very nice now. Did a flight the other day in this. Absolutely fine, not a problem. Today I load in, and my FMC ain't working. Now the only difference is I had updated the IRAC to 2501, which is the current one as of recording this video that I'm using, and like that's the only difference like that has happened in the sim. So for some reason this ain't working. I don't know why. So yeah, no FMC ability today. We will have to do it all VOR, which will be interesting. I don't know, like everything, nothing's changed, in the sim. in terms of where the data should be for this to load. Like, everything is as is. So I'm not really sure why it's not working. I'll have to investigate it. I haven't got time for that now, and it's not going to stop us because this plane doesn't rely on its FMC. So we just have to do the old school navigation. So we are on FLIGHTSIM, and we are flying to Saxatoon, is it? Saxatoon, yeah. So they're just loading up the cargo, and I will check the manifest to see what that is. Just tune in all the radios. So here it is. Right, so we are taking with us, it says here, 9,200 pounds worth of dildos. So that's what they're packing up right now. So we'll get them on board. We are fueled up. So nav is on. That is on. Let's put the windshield on, and we'll get. So it turns out there are no VORs between this airport and the one we're going to. I can't find any VORs. So this is going to be a bit tricky now. It says that the flight time is an hour and a half, right? I'm gonna have to visually look for this airport. Like, I know in which direction it is, and I know coordinates, but it's just the actual distance, you know. Looking at my flight plan, it says that it's 271 or 315 on the ground, miles away. So that's one way that I can determine, you know, how far away, but I need something to measure it by. So there's not even a VOR at the airport we're at that I can see. Let me check the departure chart.
Anti-icing code is fluid type 1, concentration at 100%. I'm disconnected. Good day.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, here we go. Yeah, Calgary, 116.7. So if I use that as a base, and then just sort of go off in the opposite direction to it, then I should be able to... navigate that way through. So if we set up 116.7,
please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
And then utilize that with, although this, yeah, we can't use the RNAV because that's for the FMC, so we'll have to use the VOR. So we're 5 miles away from the VOR. So basically, when we get about 250 miles, or 230 miles rather, sorry, that's when we are going to be close, and I'll start to descend. But it's going to have to be a visual approach until I can work out and fix whatever this has gone wrong with. I literally don't know, it's just happened. So you alright, mate? You ready?
Hello, Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Yeah, me too, mate, me too. Let's do it. Let's do a pushback, shall we? So it's all a bit weird, but it is what it is. We just roll with the punches. Right, so we need to do a pushback to
departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
The left. We're in the de-icing area. This is the de-icing area. So yeah, push back to the left. Looking at FLIGHTSIM, there's nobody here. So, and we're the only ones going to Saxatoon. No point in calling out anything. So, right, let's start these pumps. And the ignition. And we'll get ready to start these engines up. So we want to push back to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes release, sir.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is
Okey-dokey.
completed and brakes are set.
Let's set up our power actually while we're doing this. So yeah, bit weird, you know. I honestly thought I'd sorted out the frames at this airport, but since we're pushing back, frames have like halved for some reason. It's a bit weird. I literally had 40 frames when I loaded in, and now they're like half. So something really going on with this airport. And I have removed things like static aircrafts and things that just are not necessary. It's daytime, so there's no dynamic lighting loading. So, and this video will be the last time we do this run daytime, because I'm new to this route. I've been doing it sort of according to my time in the UK, which isn't real time obviously in the world. So but on the next video we will be doing it real time to whatever Canada is, so it will most likely be night time. Weather at the moment is minus 23 degrees. Wow, we need to turn on the icing as soon as we get these engines started. Turn these on. Right, let's start these engines, shall we? So, engine 2 start. Minus 23 degrees right now. It's 6 knots blowing. Clouds between 4,000 and 10,000. So, we'll hopefully be going above the weather. So, engine 2 has started. Thank God for that. So we can now switch over to the actual generator. There we go. And we can put the icing on. And we'll have to put on the hard icing as well. And we'll start engine 1. Engine 1 is going. Engine 1 is lit. There we go. We are ready to pop. Oh, hello. Right, engines are lit.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Let's get ready to rumble. Alright, Kenko. Take care, mate. Right.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right, so we're taxiing down Juliet. Turning right on Bravo. And yeah. And we want to do a rudder test as well to make sure that these are actually working, the rudders, because we've been having issues. So, taxi light on. And everything's set. We'll be using full engine power because we got our de-icing on. So, take care, mate. See you later, alligator. Let's go. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's working. Daddy fixed it. Yep. Calgary International, Morningstar 8067, taxiing to runway 35 right via Juliet and Bravo. Rock and roll, doggy. Let's put our flaps down. Oh, hello, hang on. Houston, we have a problem. We've lost our throttling. Hang on a sec. Man, it's like you can only have one or the other. Right, hang on, I've got to disconnect me throttles and reconnect them. There we go. For some reason that had just disconnected. There we go, now we're back. So, whew, that would have been, if I had noticed that one. There we go. Okay. That would have been interesting. Let me just set me rudders up here. There we go. Right, we're ready to rock and roll. Ooh, hello. Look at that old plane. What is that? DC-8, that is. Nice. Okay. Alright, so this is Juliet, and then we turn right at the end here. Going really fast for some reason. Oh yeah, that reminds me. It did the old fuel thing again, didn't it? So we need to put in £4,000. Fuel, that'll do. Beautiful. So our takeoff speed today is 104. So we're going to be using the what the hell was that? Something fell off. We're going to be using the VOR of this airport as a DME basically only. Why is that? It keeps knocking. Something keeps knocking there. Weird. What is that? Something is knocking like a on the desk. Oh, it's my rudders. I don't know why, but what is that? Oh, I've got a wire trapped. Ah, hang on a second. There's a white wire trapped underneath my rudders. So every time I depress my rudders, it's catching Thanos's glove on my desk and basically knocking it, giving it a little knock. Man, oh, this is not good. Do you know what? This is not a good day for flight simming today for some reason. Right. Okay. Let me turn down here. The rudders are sliding all over the floor. They're not gripping the carpet anymore. What is... Fucking hell. Something is so weird going on here. Do you know what? I'm about to just, like, you know, forget flight sim because I'm not enjoying it anymore. It's just a fucking pain in the ass. I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle with P3D. Right. Okay, let's get set up here. Yeah, very cold today it is, very cold. Very challenging, these Canadian flights. For some reason the FMC does not want to start. Seem to be going very fast even though I'm at idle. What the hell? What the hell is that? Oh, fun and games in flight sim. Right, let's line up here. Calgary International, Morningstar 8067, lining up runway 35 right. Here we go. We'll just take this one. We don't need the full width. Don't see anybody coming in, so it is ours. Morningstar 8067, taking off runway 35 right on the Rodeo 2 departure, Calgary International traffic. Here we go, boys. Let's go. Oh, I'm so glad the rudders are working fine. Okay, here we go. Full power. Rock and roll. Whoop, whoop. Speed is alive. Ah, we're sliding. And rotation. We're in the air. Legs up. Flaps up. Yaw dampener. Strobe off. Ignition off. Whoa. Autopilot on. Vertical speed on. Right, so this is where it gets interesting now. I gotta work out here. Ooh, climb. I gotta work out which way I'm going. So we know the airport is to the east. So we're gonna head an initial course of, let's see, we're heading 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll head 090 for now. See what happens. Just got to keep track of that. Bring the power back a bit. We want to keep her 163. 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, 11 o'clock by now. But oh yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, speed is good. Angle is good. Temps are good. Engine power is good. Everything's good. Let's try 8.5. Basically, we're going to wait for this now. So we're heading towards the VOR by the looks of it, because the it's going down. So in a minute we should see here like an airport maybe ring. And then we just have to wait until it's beyond. Let's lower this to I know you wait till, you know, it's 18,000 feet, but I'm gonna do it now so I don't forget. Winter Wonderland, that's what we got here. New shaders in effect, looking good. The clouds makes them realistic, I think. Lovely. She is cold and humming. We're doing well. We're doing well. It's a crisp winter morning. So looking at my charts, it seems that the airport is actually a little bit to the north. So I'm going to try heading as 050 and see how that fares us. So we're now heading away from the airport. So when this is about 240, we'll start to descend down. Look at that down there. Bloody brilliant. Nice. I'm gonna look at my arrival chart, see if I can pick up any indication. So yeah, 074 puts me on a course 082, so if we can sort of stay away from 074, if we can go sort of like, yeah, 062 might be the one we need to head for. That will put us on a course for one of the waypoints, so let's try 062. Actually, we'll just try 060. We want to try and stay, that's 10,000 feet. Because we want to try and stay left of 062, in all honesty, so might even go 55. So it's all complete guesswork, this is. Absolute guesswork. The wind is with us, 20 knots, so we're good. I think we'll easily make 23,000 feet, which is our cruise level. And everything gets smaller. So this is the last time we'll see Canada in the winter during the day. Next time it'll be, you know, at night. So, looks like we're heading up into some cloud here. Not very nice. We were expecting it though, so we're going to be heading above it anyway, so we're doing fine. Everything's good. So that's basically it. go into the soup, and I'll bring you back when we're descending down towards final. Okay, one thing I forgot to like think of is that the VOR is only good for so many miles. It ain't going to actually have lasted like 200 and whatever miles. So we've actually lost the VOR. So yeah, I'm going to start descending down at 5,000 feet. Like, I am tracking via GPS, but I have got it on the map here that I can look at. And I know that I'm approaching on the arrival, so I need to check the weather for the airport. Let's quickly do that. CYXC. So, it's minus 23 there. Wind is blowing 11 knots. 151 in the direction of it. Scattered clouds at 10,000 feet, and the pressure is 1027. So we're going to start descending. So we'll bring back the power to 200, and we'll start to descend down. And yeah. 1027, might as well set that up now. I mean, I'm probably about 100 miles away, but I'd rather be low and sort of close to there rather than, you know, be too high and completely miss it. So we got some clouds we need to go through first, but yeah, I have got the terrain radar on anyway, so I just wish that the airport had a VOR to plug into. Yeah, it doesn't. There's no VORs there. They're starting to get rid of VORs, aren't they? But in circumstances like this where your computer's down, you kind of need it, you know, as backup. Not a good idea to get rid of everything. But anyway, we're descending down now, and I'll bring you back when we're actually on final. Okay, so brought us back. We're on the approach. We're getting quite low. 5,000 feet we're at. We are about to turn on base. I need to be cautious here of how low we're going. 3,100 feet is the final approach altitude, and that's at the waypoint Noxog, which we could probably turn to now and still make it. The airport is over here somewhere. We just passed it, so it's somewhere around here. So yeah, speed's doing good. Power, altitude. I've turned off the fast de-icing, so we're literally coming over. Wow, it's all snowy down there. A lot of white roofs. Old town there. So yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna turn now. So 360 is what we need to turn. And we're going to prepare for our final approach, or for our initial approach. So speed can come down now, no lower than 140. Let's slow down so we can put some flaps out. Yeah, it's been a very interesting flight. It's really been challenging, but I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to be okay.
$2,500.
Slow down a bit. Airport is, but I will be turning in about 3 miles. Obviously I got over your everything. I'm going by GPS, in other words Navigraph charts. They're showing me the way. So when we get to 3100 we'll turn in for 270. There is nobody at the airport here, nobody in the area. We're all alone, in fact. Get rid of that. So slow down a bit. Getting very low to the ground now. Okay, let's do our final approach now. So 1270. Landing speed 105, so hopefully this is it. Let's put our flaps out. Wheels down, full flaps, coming in for landing. It's a visual, this is absolute visual. There it is, there's the lights. Daddy's going to set the plane. We're going to line up. We're going to get down low as well. Okay, Daddy can see the runway. We're all good. That's it. They've got working rabbits. Lovely. Go.
1,000.
Saskatoon Airport, Morningstar 8067, landing runway 27. Here we go. This has honestly been a right burn of a flight. But looks like we're doing it. Here we go. Thank goodness for that rabbit.
300.
Here we go. Coming in.
Minimum.
Continue.
200. $100. 50. 40. 10.
Boom, we're down. Full reverse. Hopefully that wasn't too hard. Let's get the airport charts up so we know where we're going. We need to turn left. Whoa! Coming off the runway. You just take your eyes off for a second, you know what I'm saying? Right, we can. There's a turn off down here. Right. Beautiful. There we go. Nice slope runway as well. This is us. Got somebody incoming as well. The AI, so. Right. That's us done. Bingo. So we just need to we'll get past the other runway and then I'll call for backup. Is this the airport that has the elevation issue? I forgot which one it was, to be honest, that I needed to fix. This could be it. Right, flaps up. Trim. Everything down here is set. Yes. Everything up here is set. We'll turn off the oxygen. Never did turn on the seatbelt signs again. Whoops, but it's cargo. Doesn't matter. Right, so we want to pass this runway. And then once we pass this runway, we'll call for GSX to come get me. That was a hairy flight, I tell you. Whew. There is somebody coming in, I think. No. Make sure we're not going to get run over here. I don't see anybody. Okay. We'll stop here and we'll call for help. So we want a parking service, large, whatever, but I don't really care. Right, we've done all of the stuff. Taxi lights on. Not going to turn off any de-icing. It's minus 23, so we'll turn on the fast de-icing again. We're just waiting for our buddy. Whew. You know what the landing rating was. I don't. I didn't see it. I'm going to wait until I get to the gate. Here comes our buddy. It looks like, in fact, what we'll do is we will go to the de-icing area and we'll call Sim Add-ons de-icing trucks. See what happens when we call it. Hopefully he'll take us that way anyway, but we have to turn right here and into the de-icing area. So let's hope that's exactly what he does. And I've never ever used Sim Add-ons de-icing, so this will be interesting. So we turn right here, which I hope he's going to turn right, because if not, we'll have to catch up with him again. I don't know where he spawned us all into, so it doesn't look like he is. Sorry mate, I got a date with some de-icing trucks. I shall catch up with you another day. So here, these trucks here, this is the de-icing area. I think this is the Sim Add-ons de-icing bit. So we'll get de-iced. I mean, you do it on the way out. I'm not sure if you do it on the way in, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to see if it works. I don't know if it works, but these are the dudes that will do it. We'll soon find out. Could crash the sim, or it could be awesome. Who knows? Welcome to Saskatoon, folks. Canada. I'm just so glad my rudders are working. Okay. So I'm going to guess we just position ourselves here. So I have DC3 there. He just landed. And then we'll swing her around here. For de-icing. Let's see what happens, shall we? So, Sim Add-ons, de-icing. We are at CYXC. There it is. So I want to go to the exterior view when we do this. Connect to P3D. Run Iceman control. We'll click real time. Iceman running. Sims froze. Don't see any. Are we supposed to turn off our engines, or what's supposed to happen? Are we supposed to be parked on this line? There's no visual. Nothing's happening. Run Iceman control. I don't see anything. Nothing's happening. I'll look into how to use it, and then we'll do it for the next one. Maybe you have to do it a certain way, but let's go connect up with our buddy again and find out. I think we're over here actually. And that's us. No, I don't think it is. Might be over here. We need to go find our buddy. It's possibly down the end here. There he is. Right, well, he was going to come down here, so our dudes are probably down here. So we'll just mosey on down here, and this is where we'll probably find ourselves. If not, we'll just make it so. See our pals anywhere. You know what? We'll just revoke them and we'll pull in here. I don't know where the hell. Right, here we are. Let's put the brakes on. External power. Kill the engines. Turn off the taxi lights. Oh, not without the beacon. That's. Open the doors and clear off the crap.
The boarding requested.
And there we go. Right, let's see what it was, shall we? Right, we did minus 310, not very good. But considering what it was, we still got failed on a lot here. So it is what it is. Submit that. There we go. That's that. We'll disconnect from FLIGHTSIM. And yeah, another day, another dollar. Next flight is back to Calgary. I probably yeah, we'll deboard the crew. I probably won't film that. I'll film like the return. We have to go back to somewhere else and then back to Calgary again, so I'll probably do that one. So oh my life, it is another snowy day today. We're in Saskatoon. We're going back to Calgary. It's minus 21. I missed the Caribbean. And it's snowing. It's overcast at 4,000 feet. It's not conditions to fly, but we have to fly. We have to get the goods to where they're going. It is what it is until it isn't. In fact, what is our manifest today? Let me look into this. Let's see here. There we got the sheets here. So just kind of browsing through. Where does it say? Manifests, cargo. There it is. So today we're taking £14,000 of, here it is, books. Another book haul today. £14,000 of them. So they're just getting them on. We've had to swap over to the ATR, what is it, 4200, and turns out the FMC doesn't work in this one either. So I'll have to look into why my, I think it's to do with Navigraph. I think it's to do, something's gone wrong with the communication between the way Navigraph inserts its IRAC and how the SIM is connected to the DLLs for these planes. Because other planes are fine, just these two planes seem to have an issue. So I will get to the bottom of it. Anyway, I'll bring you back when we're pushing out. Bloody hell. Right, well, we need to get de-iced before we push back, so might as well do that. Books are all packed up. And we're ready to go. Our bags are packed. And I'm ready to blow this popsicle stand.
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment.
Oh yeah, buddy. Give us the best shit you've got.
We begin treatment now and observe. Fluid type 4. Concentration at 100%. I will call you back when ready.
This is nuts. The wind is blowing 8 knots. 070. We're taking off from runway 09. We are on FLIGHTSIM. Although, I don't think there's anybody in the area, to be honest. No, nobody's inbound. Nobody's in the area. A couple of people go into Calgary like me, but we're only going up to 16,000 feet. It's light snow, but it's enough. So when we push back, we're going to have to push back to nose facing right. Because we've got to basically taxi from here where we are all the way down Alpha to the holding point on runway 09. And we're on the Charlie Yankee X-Ray Echo 8 departure. So there we go. We're all good.
De-icing and anti-icing completed. Anti-icing code is fluid type 4. Concentration at 100%. I'm disconnected. Good day.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Right, so we've set up everything down here. Fuel is aboard. That needs to go to like 3,000 something.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Okay, mate. We'll do a bit now and a bit later. Same with my decision height. That needs to be at like 4,000 if I remember correctly. So we'll just keep going until they ask me to disconnect the brakes.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yeah, I'm ready for pushback too, mate. Ready to rock and roll this doggy. We're going to need all of the de-icing treatment we can get. It's already minus 21. We can't put it on until our engines are lit. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. I ran the fuel through the tanks, try and get it moving. There's nowhere else I can warm up. So here we go. Heading mode, vertical speed. So right, please.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes are released.
Push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Obviously, once we get into the clouds, I don't know how high up they go, but I doubt we'll actually get through them. I'll probably just bring you in when we're descending, because it'll be a whiteout, there'll be nothing to see. We've only got a few flights left on this schedule, actually. We got, where are we? The logbook. Got this flight and 2 more for this week, and we're done. So then I can just relax for the rest of the week, take in some Canadian sights, you know, be a tourist. Got my coffee, that's all ready to go. Freezing my nuts off. Please set parking brakes. Yes, sir. Parking brakes are set, sir. Let's start these puppies up. Starting engine 2. Here we go. Boom, she's lit. We are on engine power. Right, we can put on half of our de-icing. And start engine 1. I think we're going to have a good engine.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
I mean, that's premature, but I'm pretty sure they will light. She is lit.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
There we go.
Left is clear.
Minus 21, so we'll put on the fast de-icing as well. All full de-icing. All the overhead buttons are lit. That's all good. All flap set. Oh, it's doing with this one as well. Right, so throttle, flaps. There we go. Right, we're back to normal now. Okay. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Taxi light on. Saxatoon International. Traffic is an ATR. Morningstar 8066 taxiing to runway 09 via Alpha. Let's go, baby. Let's get her going, honey. Hang on a sec. Pedals are a bit too close. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm having to do full deflection here. Alright, let's get on the taxiway. She wants to go. She really does. Okay, we're good. Saxatoon, guys. Like I said before in previous vids, I highly recommend sim add-ons if you've got P3D and you haven't got that many Canadian airports. Like, they are worth getting. You can get them many different ways. They do these packs. 3 packs, one for the West, one for Central, and one for East Canada. And they work out, I think they're like 30 quid a pack. Or you can get all 3 packs in a single bundle for 60 quid. So you're basically getting one of the packs for free. And they contain all 3 sectors. And then they do these expansion packs. And they're all like basically 8 quid each. And they just have single airports dotted around, and they're totally worth getting. Like, you won't find these airports by any other developer, so you might as well. You know? Just might as well go for it. Pull the trigger, go buy them, tell them Adam sent you, and it will mean nothing to them. Okay? But if a lot of people do it, maybe it will mean something. Hey, Saxatoon International. The ATR Morningstar 8066 is about to cross runway 15. No traffic. And we have crossed the runway, baby. Morningstar 8066. Okay, let's put our strobes on. Unplug the that's. Turn our gust lock off. Might as well get these puppies running full throttle. Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah! That's the way, I like it. Okay. So, got a lot of problems on the PC ever since I installed Microsoft 24 and a Windows needed to update in order to have it. My PC's changed quite a lot. Now I can't uninstall those updates, and they really have screwed over P3D. Microsoft doing its thing, you know. Always trying to fuck P3D over, it is. I find. So I'm gonna have to work on that. There's a lot of issues. Some of my links to my dynamic link libraries don't work anymore, even though everything's written correctly. My controls got screwed up, but I've sorted that out now. There's so many problems, you know, and I wish I'd never installed that god-awful sim. Really. Right. Saxtoon International, Morningstar 8066, lining up runway 09. Let's get on the runway, baby. We are in takeoff configuration. Saxtoon International, Morningstar 8066, taking off runway 09 on the Charlie Yankee X-Ray Echo 8 departure, up to 160. Rock and roll, doggy. Let's go. Boom, pull the trigger. Let's pull this. Let's do this, baby. Speed is alive. Going downhill now. Boom. Rotation. Boom, we're in the air, buddy. Wheels up. Takeoff power sets. Yaw dampener. Strobes off. Autopilot on. Vertical speed set. Flaps up. Wait for it to get to 160 and then we'll pull the trigger. Here we go. She's climbing. She's doing very nicely. There it is. Come on, baby. Relight my fire. Your love is the only desire. Let's go. 160, and we'll pull the trigger there. 160 set. Boom, she is rocking and rolling all by herself. Bye-bye, Saxatoonies. Take care. We'll bring you back some more books later. Probably. Maybe. Dude, we are rocking. So flaps, gear. We're on autopilot. We're going up to 16,000. We can turn off that. Full anti-ice is in effect. Everything else is set. And we are burning and churning. Man, we're losing the sight of the ground as well. It is very snowy out there. Two-tone, that's what it is. Just a two-tone. Absolutely losing it. Visibility here is nope. We are doing well. 5,000 feet. Speed is good. Probably going a little bit too fast. Yeah, we are really hammering our engines, but it is minus 20, so I think they need to. So not much else we can do here on this popsicle stand. Let's turn to our first waypoint, shall we? Because I think we're going in the wrong way. We need to be turning 256. Oh dear, we're not even anywhere close to that. Try 250. We're literally going off in the wrong direction. Look at this soup. This is what we get paid the big bucks for. Mr. Snowman. God damn. She is still doing well. Right, let's bring her up to standard. And we will turn off our landing lights now. Can't see anything anyway. And basically that's it, guys. I mean, no point keeping you here. It's just a whiteout, so I'll bring you back when we are on some sort of final. It's about an hour and a half flight, this, so okay, so we are coming in on an arrival to Calgary. The weather is minus 25, scattered clouds at 13,000. Right now we're at 9, so we're below that scattered. It's 8 knots of wind blowing 340. We're landing at 35 right, and it doesn't look like there's anybody else here but me. So we're just about to turn on our downwind. The airport should be kind of almost in sight. A little bit over here. In fact, there it is. And there's the city. We are inbound and coming in. It's looking good. Clear skies down to the ground. Speed is good. Engine is good. Fuel is plenty. We can turn off the quick de-icing. We'll activate the ignition. Landing lights are all set up. Our landing speed is going to be usually what it is. In fact, we need to do a turn 165. So let's do that now. The wind is only blowing 12 knots, so that's good. It was like 50 knots blowing a headwind during cruise. My engines were pretty much maxed out. We need to start slowing ourselves down a little bit. So So we can put out a stage of flappage. Set me rudders up. Right. Everything is good. There it is. Landing on a runway here. Probably need to come a little bit more this way. Then we need to turn our final approach course is 345, so we'll need to turn 255 for our base, and we need to be going past 8,000 now, so we do need to be going down 5,200. Try that. Put a stage of flaps out. We actually have got another stage we can deploy as well, so we don't want our speed to drop below 160. We'll manage that as we come down. Actually, let's only drop 700 feet. And we start turning this way. Speed's good. Still got the airport in sight across the way there. Beautiful day today. Still snowy, obviously. It's only like the next day since we flew yesterday. Probably do another flight today and then that'll be it. Call it quits. So 5,000. Yep, let's go down to 500 feet. Coming in nicely, speed is good. Obviously go past the city a little bit and then turn in for final. The job is a good one. Oh, we need to switch over to Calgary. Not that there's anybody there, but you never know. So, 5,200, it's recommended to be at 6,500. So, I might just slow my descent. In a sec we'll go to 255. Past that, yeah, that'll do. 255. Actually, it won't be 255, will it? Try 245, 240. 245. 250. I'm going to bring our speed back to final stall speed. We'll drop another stage of flaps in a second. Actually, I'll just do it now. Start going down at 500. Propellants are running. Jobs are good. So 345 is what we're going to be turning on. visually see the runway, so we will slow our speed down. We look like we're going a bit fast. And we'll put that for our landing speed now. Things are
2,500.
right. We're ready to turn on final. Let's do it. 3, 4, 5. And I think hang on, we don't need to go actually 3, 4, 5. We're passing it. I think I can take the reins here. See the airport? Daddy's got the plane. There's the runway, wheels down. Final stage of flaps. Calgary International, Morningstar 8066 on a 6-mile final for runway 35 right. Here we go. Daddy's got it. Full stage flaps set. Takeoff power set. Oops, shit, wrong way. Lights are all lit. We are ready to rock and roll, doggy.
1,000.
Coming in. Calgary International, Morningstar 8066, landing runway 35 right. Here we go. What is going on with them frames, man? I cleared off a lot from this airport. There must be something else in the area. I'll have to look. Maybe Orbex is doing something, or I've got another add-on for this area. Something is going on. Or maybe my settings are still too high. I literally wasn't recording the other day and I had 30 FPS on final. So it's got to be the recording. It's got to be OBS. Okay, here we go. Eddie's landing.
100.
This is it. Don't matter for long because the runway goes up. No call outs? No call outs.
10.
And that's the land confirmed. Full reverse. Boom, we're down. And I guess we'll get to come off here. Taxi light on. Here we are. Yay! That is how you do it. Calgary International, Morningstar 8066, clear the runway. Right, let's call up GSX, see where we can go. Northwest parking. Let's do that. Lights off, strobe off. Right, I think he's good. Wait for our dude to come pick us up. Job is a good one. Books have arrived, guys. Here's our dude coming. Because we've been here before, I'll bring you back when we arrive at the gate. It looks like here we are. So, taxi light off. Not a busy day here today, it's quite quiet. Not as many planes as there was the other day. Oh no, that's not us. I thought that was us. Clearly not. Calgary Airport. where you going, mate? Tour of the airport by the looks of it. Home of Air Canada by the looks of it. So if we want to swap jobs, we could always get a job with Air Canada. So yeah, next week doing night ops, which should be fun. Be over the city of Calgary at night. Hopefully the weather's a little bit better, because landing at night time with fog is not fun when your plane's FMC is not working correctly. Yeah. I've had to basically manually manipulate the autopilot the entire journey just by going on the headings on the charts and hope it gets me here, and use timings, you know, like 30 miles, okay, clocking that, but is what it is. It's, you know, just because the FMC doesn't work doesn't mean the plane's not flyable. It just means I can't use it as a navigation tool, that's all. And I can't, you know, assess fuel burn, and I have to just go by whatever the fuel tanks say and kind of do my own calculations to see how much I'm burning. Just means I've got to do a lot of things manually, the old-fashioned way, you know. But I am enjoying flying the Canadian routes in the winter. Makes a change for all the sunny, you know, Caribbean ops I've been doing. Earning money. In fact, I got given a payment the other day, and I don't know what for. Salary income accredited, £34. Like, I don't know what that's for, because like the week has only just begun. So I don't know, maybe it was my first paycheck or something from this place. I don't know. Dude's taking us on a tour of the airport here. Like, I'm very proud of my airport and I want you to see everything. And I don't know why he's got an Indian accent, but you know. Okay. Surely coming up to it now. Oop. EOP down. Does that mean I'm going to drop? Hey, that line's hovering in the air. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's not. Just means we go down a ramp. This is the de-icing area. Hey! We're getting sprayed! Look at that! Oh, dude, I gotta check this out. Hang on, let's see what happens if we... Calgary. Look at that. It's green as well. That's so cool, that is. Huh. That was so cool. So it does work. You just have to, I don't know, I guess be at the right time, the right place. Never seen green de-icing fluid. But up here in Canada, they do it differently. Have we got a place where we're going somewhere in our future? There we are, down at the bottom end. We're literally the furthest away from the runway that we could ever get. WestJet. Right, let's get these books off. Strobes are off, taxi lights off, ignition is off. Here we go. Line her up. Stop. Beautiful. Parking brake on. Engine off. Beacon, that. External power on. Turn off all these beautiful ones up here. We'll leave the de-icing system. Actually, no, we turn that off. Pit outs. There we go. You guys can open the doors now. Everything's safe. Unload that shit.
The boarding requested.
Boom, we did it. Right, let's see what the flight reporter says, shall we? Yes, we did everything correctly. Beautiful. Submit that flight and let's see what our landing rating was like. Complete.
Crew to boarding starting.
Minus 118. Nice. Yeah, crew can come off. I think that's going to be... we've got 2 more flights and it's only Wednesday, so that will be it for that. Today's flying, I think, is done. We'll do the rest another day, basically. And that's all she wrote. So, another day, another dollar. And I guess we'll come back tomorrow and see what we're hauling. Take care. Okay, so here we are. We are doing another flight. We're in Edmonton, ready to push back. They're just going to de-ice me. This is the final flight of the week. So I look forward to doing this one. And then we can get paid. We just set up the aircraft and now it's time to get out of here, basically. So we got a taxi from where we are.
Aircraft is ready for treatment.
We have to push back nose facing. Oh, type 3, please.
We begin treatment now
We
and
gotta-
observe fluid type 3. Concentration at 100%. We'll call you back when ready.
Alright, cheers, mate. So we got a nose, left it, and then taxi down, Alpha, and Whiskey. Oh yeah, get it going. Give me the good stuff. So yeah, Alpha Whiskey, Yankee, sorry, and then to the end of the runway. It is, the weather today is minus 20 degrees. It's 11 knots, blowing wind 330. There's a few clouds at 3,000, scattered at 15. We are going up to 16,000, so we'll be surfing just above the weather. Our takeoff speed today is 105, and our navigation is basically all done by heading, autopilot headings. So we take off, we go north for a bit, and then we basically just turn south to try and get as much lined up on this arrival as possible, and then turn in for final and hope the weather is decent enough for a final turn. This is how we're doing it. So we're basically going to come out of here, down here, all the way down and onto the runway. Nice and easy. Lovely jubbly. We're ready to go. Just waiting for our boy, who should be appearing any moment now, to come and get me.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Yep, we can't start our engines until they are ready. Not still doing that. So the display lights aren't showing up for some reason. Don't know what's happened there. But yeah, probably just the time of day. So we've set our power rating. We've set our barometer. We've set all this up. That's all set up, and that's up. Right, we're ready.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Oh dear, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Let's do it. Here we go. So yeah, we're all going by heading. So when we take off, we're taking off on a course of 300, which we maintain, and then we can turn south, pretty much direct south.
Locking gear.
We won't be following the exact course, but it'll be good enough. So we want left, mate.
Release parking brakes.
Let's go.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Yes, sir. Roger. Whenever you're ready, you can push me back, mate. There we go. These Canada runs, I tell you, man, absolutely freezing cold I am. It's, it is what it is. And I'm not getting paid, you know, like, more. You know, it's just one of those things, really, so... I really wish my FMC was working, though. Camera's playing up again. Thought I'd fixed it, but obviously not. It's, I don't know what it is. It might be a Windows update issue. Well, we'll see. So, let's start her up. First engine.
Set parking brakes.
First engine looks like it's gonna fire. First engine is fired. Beautiful. Turn off the external, and we are on engine 2 power. Yep, we got gens. Start engine 1. Engine 1 looks good.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Yep,
You can disconnect.
we look all good.
Unlocking gear.
We will be using de-icing as well. So we can wait for the engine to settle, and we'll turn on de-icing.
Tow truck disconnected.
On,
Bypass
on.
bin removed.
On.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
On airframe, side windows, windshield heating. Turn on the pitouts. Turn on that. Didn't even run the pumps, so I don't know how that started without pumps running. Whoops. Turn on the ignition and turn on the de-icing to maximum. Set the flaps for takeoff and our trim. And we are ready for takeoff, my boy. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Rock and roll, doggy. Let's go. So we want to be turning left out of here. No, right. We want to be turning right. Whoops, not yet, mates. Alright, for some reason I can't turn right again. I thought that was fixed, but it ain't. I mean, I can't turn left, rather. Got no left turn ability. And my plane wants to go to the right at all times. Like, what the hell is going on here? Right. Plane just wants to go right all the time. I think it might be these airports, you know. I think there's a problem with these airports. I can't turn... I literally can't turn left at all. There's something fishy going on with rudder pedals and the ability to do a left turn. Like, I don't know what it is. Right. It's such a nightmare. Literally, this is like the worst month for flying I've ever had It's just non-stop issue now. I've never had as many issues in P3D ever in my life than I've had this week. Now, this is interesting because we're going to need to do a left turn here. So I don't know, I'm going to do a left turn. Let's see. Hopefully, maybe it could be the airport. It could be the ground that we're on. Let's see if it'll let me. Yeah, now I can actually get to the. I can do a. If I pump my brakes, I can do kind of a left turn. But I have to pump my brakes in order to do so. And now we're off because I can't turn hard enough. Yeah, come on. It's so mad. We're wrecking our plane here. That is mental. There's definitely something not correct. Let me take off the gust lock. Right. See, once I get up to a certain speed, now I can. But it's when I'm going, so it might be the weight I'm on. Maybe it's the weight. Maybe I'm just too heavy. Do you know what? It could be that, actually. Nothing is actually wrong. It's just that I'm too heavy. It could be that we're actually quite a heavy airplane. Because when my speed is up, look, I can turn. And it will turn to the left and right. It's got to be that. It's actually got to be that I'm too heavy. Man, that's down to the sim and the aircraft development. Like, that's really good. That just shows you how accurate P3D is. Wow. Okay, we want to go all the way to the end. Right, okay. Put our strobe on. I'll just put the landing lights on as well. Okay. Edmonton International, Morningstar 7042, taking off runway 30 on the MIPOT 1 departure. Here we go. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Daddy's got it. Daddy's got it. Just gotta slow down to get on the runway. Whoa, camera's nuking me. Come on, camera. Fuck you know. Honestly, I just rudder, camera, FMS, sounds. Honestly, Windows has just severely fucked this sim over. Bloody wanting me to buy their bloody bullshit sim, that's what it is. Right, here we go. Rock and roll, doggy. Let's take this bitch to the air. Speed's alive. I'm literally full left rudder, trying to keep it center. Now let's get in the air. We're in the air. Wheels up. Power set for climb. Strobe off. Flaps up. Yaw dampener on. Autopilot engaged. And speed set. Beautiful. Everything's going good. And we're heading up. Woo-wee. So we do have to actually clear this area first before we can turn south. Can't just turn south immediately. So pretty barren out here, isn't it? It's literally nothing. A barren wasteland. A few trees and farmlands. literally sweet FA out here. We got this, oh, fucking hell. Some trees out here. A few homes by a river. Right, I'm going to bring down the speed a little touch. Get this to 160. There we go, we're at 160 now. We are going. Winter in Canada, guys. Fetching wood out to the masses. So that's basically it, really. There's not much else to tell or see or do. Nice little town down there. The forest. Beautiful. So yeah, I will struggle to get the camera sorted. Let's set this to standard 1013, and that's basically it. So there ain't much more to do now. I'll bring you back basically when we're on approach to Calgary. See you in a mo. Okay, so we've started our descent down into Calgary from 16,000. We're now passing 13. We're going a little bit fast. I can't really slow her down any further. We're at idle, but we will try. I am double timing it because I'm meant to be at 12,000 by a certain point. I can bring my speed up once we get to that point. So actually, I can bring it up now to 1,000. So that will reduce my speed now. We are so we're coming in at about like at 11 o'clock. So the airport should be sort of over here, but we're in the thick of the cloud right now. The weather at the airport where we're headed has got, it's snowing for starters. It's only -12 though, -12, but it's got overcast clouds down to 4,700 feet. The airport itself is 3,600 feet in elevation. So better set that up. 2,000, I think this only goes to 35. Yeah. And we're going down to 5,800. We're on the ILS, but of course we have no ILS to help. Actually, no, we do. We do have the ability. So 3,827 is what we need. 3,800. We can actually activate the ILS. Once we set this up, 3,800. Speeds dropping. Get this set up. 3,827 is what we want. There's nobody there, so we're all alone. 3,820, say 30. The ILS frequency is 110.75. So So we can tune it in and hope for the best. And the course is 345 to the airport, but we're a while away from that yet. So we're just coming in on the approach where it says we should be at 12,000. So I'll slow that down to 7. Put the landing lights and strobes on. We need to be above 8,000 feet by FLAM, which is exactly what we're hitting literally any moment now. So we need to be going a little bit more to our right. So we'll go 150. The course to turn to go level with the runway is, it doesn't actually give me that course. It gives me the opposite direction, 345, because that's the course of the runway. So whatever is the opposite of 345, I guess. Oh, here we go. We're coming into view. So if 345 here, 345, the opposite is like 165. So that's what we want to look for. Want to slow ourselves down a bit. Basically, we're all set up. Minus 18, we can take off the drastic, turn the ignition on, ready for landing. Everything else is set up above. It's just enjoy the ride, really. Got a bit of same kind of countryside, but it's very, very low, kind of wintry weather. So the airport now is kind of at our, no, it's actually over here. The airport is over here somewhere, and we're gonna fly down and then turn around and come back to land. So don't even see the city of Calgary. So that's our point of call when we know we're close. So passing 9,000, we need to be above 6,500 when we get to Selev. So I think we should be okay. We're doing okay. Speed's good. Everything's good, really. Gone back in the cloud. I mean, the cloud does go down to like 4,000 feet, so we're slightly, you know. So let me know in the comments if you like this new style that of videos for P3D that I'm doing, where I'm just doing flights, but it's more of a weekly roundup of everything I'm doing, and you're getting it every 2 weeks. Well, actually, no, you're getting it every week, but the video's coming out every 2 weeks. So I do a video every week, but I release them every 2 weeks, if that makes sense. So I guess it's a slow burn for you guys, but let me know if you like this new format where you get plenty of flights per video, and you get to see how much money I make basically as well. So in the next, this is the final segment of this video, so in the next video you'll see how much money we made. This tomorrow I'll get paid, and this will be a full week's worth of flying as well, so with a bonus, 10% bonus. Yay. Right, 148, what we need to be on. And so yeah, 160 is what I want to be turning to in a minute. I want to reduce my thing there, because I think I'm going to be a bit too high. I'm only going 200 knots. So we'll reduce our rate of descent. Ground's coming back in. That's Calgary beginning to load in. Very, very low visual condition here. Very scary. This flying is absolutely nothing like the Caribbean. This is a lot more dangerous, you know. Right, we're going to eventually want to drop down to 180 with flaps soon, so we shall do that when we turn ready. So if I start creeping her over to, what did I say, 160, we start creeping over slowly, that will go against the wind because we got a 10-knot tailwind pushing us to the left. So it's actually pushing us closer, I would say, to the course that we need to be on, but we actually need to be turned more to the right. So we're blowing to the left, but we need to turn right. So if I adjust this every couple of minutes up to 165, then we should, by the end, be actually on the money for that. In fact, if I slow us down, we can actually descend a bit faster. I can bring my speed down, and we can deploy one stage of flaps. Let me try and slow her down. Luckily, it's not too windy on final, so we're all right there. But the weather is not good. Not good visibility. We're gonna have to be on the money with this. Definitely on the money. Right, slowing down a bit more. The snow is coming in. You can see that. So slow that down. We could deploy a stage of flaps. That'll help slow me down. We don't want to go any lower than 140 right now. My landing speed's like 110. So ground is coming up quite fast. So it says here, looking at my chart, that we have to be at 6,500 by Tabashu, and that's when we get on the glide slope for the runway. So we don't want to be going down too quickly. Speed's good. We're right where we want to be. We got all the lights on. The ignition's on in case we flame out, or we not flame out, you know, in case the propeller stopped turning. Here's that little town that we pass over. I can't believe it's properly snowing. This is ace. And the good thing about P3D is these snow droplets here are actual snowflakes. Like, if I was to take a picture, you would actually see snowflakes, the shapes. They're not just like white blobs, but if I take a picture and zoom into it, you can't really make it out in a picture, but they're actual snow-shaped flake shapes. You know, it's pretty cool. Right. Speed's good. I'm going to set that to 140 as a, that's as low as we're going. 6,000, we're going we're descending too fast. So I'm going to bring my speed up and descend a lot slower. Get the feet in the stirrups ready. Captured the ILS, so I could tune her in if I wanted to, but we're not ready for that. We need to slow right down, in fact, because we're at 6,500 now, so we do not want to be going that low. So turn 160, we're pretty much on the money. Ground is right there. Ground is right there. Look at that. Look at that. I feel like we need to slow down some more, actually. I feel like we're coming in a bit too heavy. Definitely going to need the ILS on this one. Definitely. We have, what's that? 6 knots of headwind, so that'll help me. Right. So the course of the runway is 345. So 345. We're hitting down a bit too slow here. We're hitting down a lot. Might just have to let her take her in. I don't know where that city is. Where is the city of Calgary? Surely we've hit that by now. Man, I can't wait to do this in the summertime. Mountains are over there, I think. The city's got to be around here somewhere. Right. Okay, so we're going to get ready now to turn on final. So it doesn't actually give me a course to get to turn, so I'm going to have to guess it, basically. So if our heading is 345 for the runway and we're doing 150 now, then we have to go to like 060 to turn ready, but give it a couple of more miles and then we will. There's no DME for the VOR for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. When we get to the 6,000, we're going to turn 060. I think it's 060 anyway. Soon find out. Right, let's do it. Oop, there it was. Could I even just hit my approach button now and let her take her in? We have to be at 5,800 by Ukneg, and it recommends us to be at 6,500 for the entry into the ILS. We're going to be below that. So, yeehaw. We might have missed the ILS. Okay, we're going to slow down to 140. And I'm going to try to hit the approach mode, see what happens. We're locked on the glide slope. So let's turn on final, 345. Yeah, we're not actually on the... Let me get on the course here. We haven't actually locked on yet. Gone below our minimum speed. Okay, we're locked on. Yeah, locked on the glide slope now. We're coming in. So wheels down, final stage of flaps. We're going to let the ILS bring us in. And we'll go to take off power. We're coming in. City is just there, which means the airport is just ahead. This should take me down to the ground, so we're going to let the plane do it because it's so bad conditions here. There's the city. Coming in. Calgary International, Morningstar 7042 on the ILS for runway 35 right, passing 5,000 feet, about 5 miles out. We might miss it. So this could be, I see a light. I see a light. I don't see the... Oh, I see the runway. Runway is there. Daddy's got the plane. Daddy's got it.
1,000.
Wheels are down. Check. We're coming in. Daddy's got it. Thank you for getting me here. They got me here on the ILS. Daddy's got it. Let's get the charts for the airport up so we know where we're going once we land. Here we go.
Flight slope.
Yeah, we got it.
Flight slope.
We're on the glide slope.
Flight
Mate.
slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope.
We got it.
Flight slope.
Chill.
Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope.
4.
Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope.
Shut up.
Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope.
Oh, he's singing the glide slope song.
Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope.
Minimum.
Flight slope.
200. Minimum.
Continue. Calgary International, Morningstar 7042, landing runway 35 right. Here we go. Oh shit, I haven't switched over to frequencies. None of that was heard. Fuck a doodle do. Calgary International, Morningstar 7042, landing 35 right. I did not let them know in time because I was on the wrong fucking frequency. Alright, here we go.
40. 30.
30, that's it, engine retard. And she drops down.
10.
Boom! Bit of a hard landing, that. Full reverse. Daddy's down. And there we go. We can come off here. We did it. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Looks like we made it. Beautiful. Hard to turn, fucking. I use my brakes to turn. Right, that'll do. Let's drop her here. And we'll get GSX to come and collect me. We're gonna have that one. Right, let's clean up. We'll leave the icing on because it's pissing down. Flaps up. Trim sets. Taxi light on. I can go off. Like I said, we'll leave the icing on. We is all set up and ready here. So, yep. Come and collect me. Woo! Job done, boys. Pack it up. We're going home. We did it. I don't think there's anybody here though, so yeah, nobody else here, nobody coming in. Although somebody is now at bloody departing Edmonton. We missed that one. I'll come off FLIGHTSIM because there's nobody here and nobody's due in, so there's no point being on the network. We did it. We did it. Looks like we made it. Left the troubles in our way for another day. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's go. Let's unload the wood. Well, I've enjoyed this week's flying. I mean, I say I've enjoyed it, but the Windows update has really left a sour taste in my mouth because a lot of the functions, or sorry, some of the functions for the sim do not work because Windows, for some reason, has destroyed the ability for P3T to detect or pick up the DLL XML file. I think in the last Windows update, they've destroyed part of the XML ability here. We can't turn now. I think they've destroyed the ability. God, it's so hard to turn. Fuck, you gotta really pump the power to get... I've got to have real speed to be able to turn left. Turning right's not a problem, but turning left is really an issue unless I'm going really fast for some reason. But yeah, the DLL XML file has been completely destroyed. Like it doesn't get read by the sim for some reason because of this bloody update. I don't know what's happened, and I've tested other DLLs. So it's not the files themselves that are broken. I have tested it in version 6 as well, and the same thing happens. So it's nothing to do with the sim, it's nothing to do with the planes, it's nothing to do with an application that I, like using Navigraph to update the AIRAC. It literally is the computer's ability to read that file, like to detect it. I think, and I've heard people say this about Windows 11 since the latest update. it crashes their planes, or it, you know, certain things don't work. And I think the way XML files are handled for some folders has changed. Like, if this were true, none of my add-ons would work. It wouldn't detect any of my airports. And to be honest, all the airports I've been flying to have not been XML airports. So to test this, I should really load into an XML airport. I've been using airports that are natively in the sim. So I need to test this out and check my XML airports to see if the same issue happens. I think we're going up a hill here. Yeah, pump up the power. I think that's the issue, is this airport's sloped, so we've really gotta. There we go. I think the ability to turn my rudder, it only happens when the plane's power is at a certain level. See, I can turn now because I've pumped up my power. So it's really funny, man. Really finicky. So I'm hoping that Windows fixes this in the next update that's received. Now, I've heard people who are on the insider program of Windows, they say in the next update it does work fine. So if you're on Windows 11, it will be fixed. If you're having issues in P3D and certain functions like the sounds in Captain Sim planes, they rely on DLL files, and so they no longer work. We're here, I think. No, we're turning. The Navigraph system for this plane, fuck, mate. Oh, I'll meet you over there, mate. I'll meet you over there. I think he's coming this way. Yeah, he is. The Navigraph systems on this plane in the FMC and the FMC itself, they rely on DLL files, so they no longer work. And it's just Windows has cocked up the DLL XML ability, I think. Sim works fine other than that. So now the only issue that I think I see is this thing here, Sim add-ons. This is introduced into the add-ons section through a DLL, and that's why it wasn't loading when I was expecting it to load. I had to actually load it as an add-on for it to show in the menu. Now, you can't do that with the other DLLs, the sound panels and the Navigraph. They're not add-ons, they're just DLL files. So, but because Sim add-ons DLL is an add-on, then I can load it through XML. So anything that is an add-on and a dynamic link library DLL can be loaded in the sim, but anything that's just strictly a DLL is not getting picked up for some reason. Like in the file of the DLL XML, which is in both program data and app roaming data, those files are not getting picked up by the sim, which means the DLLs themselves aren't getting picked up by the sim because the sim's not getting told to do it. The communication file has just been completely wrecked, and that is the issue with all the issues I'm facing. So I'm trying to rectify it. I've done loads of tests to try and rectify it, and I'm still trying to resolve it. So hopefully by the next video I have resolved it, or I've relied on Windows to update it, but I'm on Windows 10, so like it's very unlikely that they will actually fix that issue. They'll most likely just, you know, with security patches, give us updates for security patches. I seriously doubt they will actually. Now I'm going to go this way because my left rudder is bored. So, although I do need to get left a bit more. Get left. There we go. Okay, so it'd be easier to turn right than it is to turn left. So we'll go this way. So there's our dude. So we should be able to just turn on in here. Right, where is he? There he is. Okay. should just turn in now. There we go. Lovely. There we go. We got it. We got it. Boom. He's happy with that. Lovely. Parking brakes set. Engines off. External power on. We can turn off all these. We'll leave the anti-ice on. Engine pump off. Navigation, wing. Get these two off. The rest can stay on because it's pissing down with snow. And let's deboard it.
The boarding requested.
Beautiful. Right, Volanta. What did you give me a rating? That was a heavy landing, by the way. So it would not surprise me. Minus 302. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, luckily, flight report, heavy landing, we failed. Maximum ground speed, 30 knots. We went faster than 30 knots. I mean, that's just down to the issues that I'm having. And that is it, guys. That is this week's flight done. We've done all our flights. We got nothing left on the schedule, so we're just waiting to get paid. In fact, I did get paid something here. Got paid 34 quid recently. I don't know why, but whatever's. 2,719. Hopefully enough to get the 757 license. And then we can start doing some 757 flights, guys. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're aiming for. And we can say goodbye to the ATR and start cargoing up in the 757. Thanks for watching this, guys. Don't forget, every other month I do a giveaway of 50 euros of Sim Market vouchers. All you have to do to be in with a chance to win is be a subscriber of my channel, leave comments in my videos, and at the end of every other month, so at the end of March, I will be announcing the giveaway winner during the live stream. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.